Yep. I'm your host, Armani Liddell, and you've got the right number. So go ahead, get comfortable, prop me up, because we're about to get straight to it. Podcast where we talk about everything that your typical college student goes through or young adult. I'm your host, Armani Liddell, and today we got a special guest. We got Meed with us today. He is CEO of Puzzle Clothing Line. He is a Fresh Life model now. Don't play with him. This dude, he real cool. Go ahead and introduce yourself for him real quick.
My name is Meed. Most people call me Meed. I got a brand Puzzle, and that's really about it.
All right, tell them like your age, classification. You ain't got to do your age if you don't want to, but like class,
21,
major.
I'm a junior, major, business administration.
And where you from?
I'm from Florida, but I stay in Atlanta.
Okay, how long you been in Atlanta for?
About 5th grade.
Okay.
Well, let me not say Atlanta. I stay in McDonough, but people don't know where that's at, so
I don't even know what that is. But I'm not from here either, so I can't even.
Yeah.
How close is it to Atlanta?
With no traffic, about 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Traffic, 40 minutes type shit.
Okay, that ain't bad. Traffic is 40 minutes with traffic? That's the only thing I don't want to...
Traffic be bad. I hate staying up there.
And I want to stay here, but like the traffic is going to keep me away.
Terrible.
Well, okay, so mental health check. How you doing today on a scale of 1 to 10?
Today, I say about like a 7.5, 8.
What making it that?
Woke up this morning. I don't usually like to wake up early. Went to class surprisingly on time. I felt good about that.
True.
Work getting done type shit.
Yeah, you was in the library today.
Yeah.
They was in there putting the work in.
But yeah, I probably would be a 10, but some personal stuff happened, so like that still knock it down. But yeah,
I feel it. I'm probably at like a 7. No, I'm at an 8. Only because I don't want to go to work and I'm sleepy. I really don't want to go to work, but they be cutting me. Yeah, but they be cutting me.
Like, letting you leave early?
Yes, because I'm new. So, last time I worked...
Hey, they stay doing that. Okay.
Last time I worked like 2 hours. 2 or 3 hours. I was like...
What you supposed to work? A 4-hour shift?
I don't know, but like on my shift, like on the app, it say like, if I work at 4 o'clock, it'd say 4, and then it'd be like DBD. Oh, yeah, so that just means whenever you cutting, whenever you get cut, I do to go. So like
what you pack the to go orders?
Mm-hmm. So like if you get something, you know, you want to go.
That's probably orders. Like a certain time they like stop doing to go orders.
Yeah, it's like 9 or 10. I don't know. I just feel like why couldn't anyway. I was trying to make my money like everybody else, but I have to go to work today. I told you I just came from work earlier from the other one, and I didn't have class though. I actually didn't have class.
That's a good thing though.
Yeah, it got canceled. I hope he okay too. He said something happened with his health. Hope he okay. But yeah, I've been doing that stuff at Psychology Club. Are you still in Psychology Club?
Yeah, I just ain't come to the like the spoken word event and stuff like that. I was supposed to, but
oh no, you're fine. You'll be having a meeting tomorrow. Let me stop talking about Psychology Club. Hold on. Let me stop talking about Psychology Club. So, rate your experience. Like, how would you rate your experience at school here in college?
I say an 8. No. I give it a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Just cause my sophomore year I had got kicked out and like got in some trouble and stuff like that. But like I overcame that, so
yeah.
And I'm back and I'm doing good.
Don't
like yeah.
I wish I had little stuff that you could click and give like
and the sound too. Yeah. So yeah.
That's good for you though. So would that be something you would say you learned from? Because my next question would be like, what's something crucial that you went through that you had to like really learn from and grow through?
College made me mature more.
Mm-hmm.
I look at like, I respect people who in college to be like, to better themselves and actually be something like, I respect them for that. Cause I just came here not really knowing like what I wanted to do. Cause I know I don't know. I got accepted here like 3 days before orientation, so like
Oh, wow.
I really wasn't in the school mindset. I was just coming down here just like tweaking. Like our freshman year, you came 2019. Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't really do too much schooling and stuff like that. Then sophomore year, it was COVID and like we didn't have to go to class, so shit, I was just in the room just chilling really. Then when I got kicked out and in trouble, I realized like being at the crib, working at warehouses and shit, that ain't what I want to do. Yeah,
that's real though. Facts. So you came back. I love that. Okay. Yeah. So what do you want to do?
Like with my life?
Yeah.
Like, I really want to be like an entrepreneur on my own stuff. Like, but if that don't work, well, it's gonna work. But if it don't work, I want to do like stock investing and probably work for like a good company, like build my way up and be something in there though, something at the top. But yeah.
Okay, so you know you're an entrepreneur now. So how did your brand Puzzle? How did that come about? Like, how did you get that going?
In high school, it's me and my friend. We made it. We both like the dress and stuff, and then like one day he just came up to me and was like, "You want to make a clothing brand?" I was like, "Yeah." And then we looked up synonyms for confusion because we was confused on what we was going to do after graduation. So the synonym for confusion is puzzle, and then we just went off from there.
What's the experience like being a entrepreneur and being in school?
It's good. It has its ups and downs, really, like, because you got to focus on school. You can't really, I'm not going to say it's bad, but like sometimes if you focus too much on school, you lose out on promoting and posting your brand and stuff like that. But at the same time, you at school, so you're around more people, and like more people gravitate to it just off the rip because you being in school. So
the person that you did the clothing brand with, do they go here? Are they back home?
Yeah.
Okay, and you said it came from just the synonym of confusion.
Yeah,
I like it though.
Yeah. Cause
the way you be like putting it that's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
like,
just connecting life pieces together, like so everybody can relate to it in some way, shape, or form. So yeah.
So who would you want to see in your brand? Like somebody famous. Who would you want to see?
Young boy.
Young boy. Yeah. Okay, who the second person? Give me a second person.
Probably somebody like Barack Obama, something like that.
Okay.
Just cause, yeah.
Okay.
That'll be big.
Put Barack in your
Yeah, that'll be big.
Oh God. So how do you like modeling? Because I know you just started doing Fresh Life. We just convinced you to do the modeling. So I'm happy you did it too. How do you like it so far? And be honest. You don't have to
It's cool.
Okay.
At first, I was overthinking it. It's straight. It's not. It's still hard. Cause like posing, all that stuff, like I can't do all the stuff y'all do. So like it's hard. It's hard doing that, but it's not as hard as I made it seem type shit. But yeah, it's straight. I like it.
Okay. You think you could use? Yeah, it's definitely fun. I was trying to tell you it was gonna be real fun. Do you think you could use it to help you with your brand in any type of way?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm using it now.
Good. Oh, and if y'all don't know, if y'all see my pictures in the sand, that was his stuff. I'm gonna see if I can do some good editing. I'll put it up somewhere for the people that's watching on YouTube. But I also put some more pictures up there too. So yeah. So we're gonna jump into a segment called Itchy Scalp, and basically it's like something that grind your gears or something that kind of like make your scalp itch. Like what? Like why do you people do that? So do it on, you can either do it on like your college experience so far, or you can do it on just having your brand or something like that.
I'll do college.
Okay.
I don't get why folks come to school to try to like thug out and stuff like that. Yeah, I hate that. Cause we ain't even. It ain't. You could did that back home. Yeah, like you came to school to go to school, not. I don't know.
I feel that that's real though, cause we don't need that. And then if I feel like people be faking that, cause if you was really like that, you wouldn't have came to school
and been on that same time.
You would have came to school trying to change something or trying to do better for yourself.
Facts.
So what add the oil? So basically, what make you feel better about? It don't gotta be about that, but like what make you something that make you feel good about your college experience.
That I'm back, I'm doing good. for real. Cause like a lot of people doubted me, like even my close family, like, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, you gonna show them.
Proving people wrong.
Okay, that's always the move. Always the move. So I told you I don't know how to jump into different.
I was gonna ask you what itchy
what make my
what make your hair itch.
I was trying to think of mine when I was preparing. Let me think. I would say kind of similar to yours, but it would make my itch is right now the locals. They pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie. Like everything,
they be here too much.
They just do too much, and y'all be here. And I feel like they be messing with the freshmen. I just feel like leave them little kids alone. Like leave them little kids alone. So
that's facts.
I feel like it's something. I really think people be thrown off just a little bit, cause especially when you're that old. To me, like if you're 20, 18. Exactly. I just feel like if you're 25, pushing 26, you shouldn't be even interested in 18-year-olds. But like,
that's facts.
That's just it. Just gets on my nerve, and when I be seeing it, I just be like, bro, please, little girl, leave this boys alone. But what add the oil would be, I would say that I surround myself by people that's doing good things, and that kind of keep my mind off of all the negative stuff around me. So like, either they supporting me, or I'm got an opportunity to support them, or if it's like just motivational, or even they just doing something good, Black excellence. I just love to see everybody just excel in their own field and whatever they got going. I just be so happy. I promise you, I be scrolling on Instagram. I just be so happy. Like, oh my gosh, y'all are eating. Y'all going crazy. So that would definitely be the oil to my itchy scalp. I have a quick question. So how do you feel about like different gender friendships? Do you feel like they work?
Yeah, you just gotta have self-control. But it shouldn't even be that, but yeah, they work. But in today's time, certain people just gotta have self-control, because like me personally, when I came down here, most of the like nigga friends I had, they dropped out, all this and that, so they ain't here no more. So I just be around the girls that I know freshman year. Like, I tend to be around more girls than I am niggas, just cause one, niggas be weird. Like, I don't want to be around somebody, he did this with that girl, and then they look at me like I'm that type of, like, nah. So I just stick with who I stick with, but like, it ain't nothing bad with it.
Like you said, I feel like self-control is important. Do you think it's hard to keep self-control?
Nah, it ain't hard at all. If you knew you want to talk to her, do whatever with her, like, come off as that, and if it don't work, then that's
so how you feel about friendships before relationships? Because I know people like be friends first.
Like, what you mean, like y'all talk first, then y'all?
See, that's what I think should happen.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say you should be friends first. But I feel like the whole friends first thing is kind of like sneaky. Like, okay, you just trying to be my friend because I feel like it's like a hidden motive. Like, you kind of, I can't, honestly, if I'm friends with somebody, I don't see myself liking them. Like, if you my homeboy, I can't see no other way. Like,
yeah, that's how it should be though. That's how it should be.
I cannot see no other way.
Nah.
Do you think when you're in a relationship how do you think different gender friendships affect relationships?
It depends. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If y'all both come out like, these my friends, that's what it is. Like, it ain't nothing more, nothing less. Like, then that's cool. But like, if my girl had some nigga friends and like she didn't tell me who they was and shit like that, I'm gonna be like, okay, like something going on, cause I'm a nigga at the end of the day. So I got female friends, but I still know how a nigga gonna think. Like, everybody ain't genuine. Like, I don't know.
But what about that trust for the female? Like, okay, I can trust you to hold it down and shut down a nigga if he do try you, or I trust you enough to let me know if some shit happen like that.
That's still that. Yeah, you could trust her, but like, that ain't gonna stop him from trying to do something. That's still gonna personally piss me off. Like, yeah.
Is he crossing the boundary?
Facts.
Do you think it's important for y'all to build a friendship? Are you interested in building a friendship with your guy friends?
Not for real, no.
So how she gonna have guy friends?
That's just me, not for. I don't really like meeting too many new people for real. Especially like if we go together and then you just nigga you know since high school, he come up like, oh, this my friend in high school, If we like in the same area for a lengthy time, y'all chop it up, all this and that, but I ain't finna like text him and this and that. Unless we really connect on some shit, yeah. Not
just on no force, just because you cool with my girl type thing. Do you go out, like go to parties and stuff like that?
Not as much as I used to, but yeah.
How did it change over the years? Was you just not interested in the same thing, or?
Down here, it's like the same stuff, like over and over. So it got played out to me, but I'll still go.
Like you be on the state?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell
Look at me.
It's played out.
Okay,
State played out.
Gonna say, I don't know why, but I just always ask people, do they still go to state? I hate state.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even the same. Like I've been seeing folks like parties and stuff. It don't even be packed. Like
first of all, it don't be packed. But I just seen a freshman because she's in my mentoring program, and she went to state. And do you remember that man that used to be breakdancing in the middle of the floor?
Yes.
He still be there breakdancing in the middle of the floor.
See, that's the
like I seen him on her Instagram last weekend.
Bruh, see, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Like come on, it's been 4 years. My boy, it's been 4 years.
Hell no.
So what's some stuff that you do for fun? Like, what do you like to do instead?
I don't smoke no more. I'll drink every now and then.
Join the team. Okay.
Yeah, I don't smoke no more. I'll drink every now and then. For fun. Down here? Or just in general?
Okay, you can do down here first and then like, okay, but back home I go. Whatever.
Shit, down here, I just like to be around like good vibes. Like people we could talk and shit like that. Like, yeah, just good vibes. Ain't really too much to do down here.
So like a little small kickback game nights.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. In general though, I like to travel. So yeah.
Where's some places you've been?
Cali, Vegas. I be going to Florida a lot. Texas, shit like that.
You been to that museum in Cali? I don't know what it's called, but it's like they be having a bunch of like abstract art, like what's it called, statues, and they have one like of a big old table and chairs.
It's in LA.
Yeah, and it's like it make you feel like a little dog, and it's like a big old table and chairs. I had posted it the other day, and I was like, I want to go here so bad. I think it said it was in Cali, and they got like the Infinity Room.
Oh nah, I just went to the Wax Museum out there. That's the only museum I went to out there though.
I want to go to Cali.
You never been to Cali?
I don't go too many places. I need to start going. I've only been to. That's so bad. I've only been to Georgia. I've been to Kentucky. Kentucky ain't nothing. First of all, Kentucky ain't nothing. Anyway, I've been to Florida. I've been to...
What part of Florida?
Panama.
PCV.
Yes. Ain't been to Miami yet.
What?
I have not been to Miami yet. And I have cousins in Miami. I can go anytime I want.
That's crazy.
I've been somewhere else. I've been to Myrtle Beach.
Facts. I fuck with Myrtle Beach, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's straight. I went as a teenager, like 16, 17.
It
was still
straight.
fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was still fun, but I want to experience it now. I want to experience it again.
I went when I was 17, and I went back when I was, I think, 19 or 20. It ain't too much out there for real.
It's not, besides what's on that little tourist site, on that little bridge. Yeah. It ain't too much. So, okay, well, going back to your brand, how do you feel about, like, the support you get here? Like, do you feel like you get enough support here? Do you feel like how do you...
Yeah, I feel like if people not buying stuff, it's still genuine support. Like, because Wednesday, a girl... Well, we was at the pop-up Wednesday. A girl had came by the table. We was like, you want to come see what we got? She was like, nah, I already know what's going on. You Meed, you Zay, it's positive. I follow Instagram, all that. I was like, okay, that's real. Like, yeah, that's real.
They know about you. Don't play. Yeah, that's good though. You making a name for yourself. I promise you, your stuff is hard. Like, that don't make no sense. And you know, I really wanted them pants.
The jeans.
For that. Yes, those jeans is eating. Like, oh my god, for the designer show, what you got? You got different stuff, or it's gonna be kind of the same stuff?
You talking about the one in March?
Mm-hmm.
I got some stuff coming, but it's late stuff. Like, I was supposed to already have it early February because it's hoodies, jackets, and like a crop top sweatshirt for the girls. But like, I might put that in the show a little bit.
Spring one?
Nah, I might put some in the one that's in March, and then I might have some new stuff, and by April, so yeah, that's when.
Okay. Do you think Puzzle would just stay as a clothing brand, or do you think it'll go, like, what's the cap for it? Is it a cap for it?
Nah, it ain't no cap for it. I wanted to, like, expand. I really wanted to be, like, a corporation, not just clothes. I wanted to have, like, tennis rackets, tennis balls, like, all that for real, like,
okay,
stuff like that. Like, on some, you know how Supreme just drop random stuff?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay. What would be some advice you would give to people coming to college? I know you already said just really come here and just be about your schoolwork and stuff like that, but like as far as just the experience as a whole, not even just academics, but just living out here on your own, how was that for you, and what advice would you give to people doing it?
The advice I would give would be like, if you get some money from your folks or whatever, save it. Like, save it for real.
That's real.
Stay down, cause like your time gonna come, and just stay focused. Like, if you a freshman, enjoy your first semester. Like, enjoy it. I'm not saying don't enjoy it, but just stay focused. Like, balance it. Just have a good balance. That's anybody though. Mm-hmm. Just have a good balance. But yeah.
Where did you stay freshman year?
Stayed on West.
Oh, you've always stayed on West.
Yeah, I'm not an East type of nigga.
Listen, that should have been me. It's so ghetto over here.
Nah, I don't like sharing the bathroom with nobody.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, y'all got it nice over there. I ain't gonna even lie to you. If it wasn't Albany State, where would you have went?
Nah, that's a good question. I wanted to go to Clark, but they tuition.
I think somebody else just said the exact same thing.
They want to go to Clark.
Yes.
They tuition high as hell. I ain't gonna count.
Because they private.
Yeah.
But I heard you wouldn't have liked it there because they got community bathrooms.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, I told her that's what I was gonna say. They don't as ass though. But
yeah.
Nah. Yeah, probably Clark though. I probably still would have went. Mm-hmm. But yeah, not for a real.
So I'm doing an assignment. Well, I'm not doing an assignment. I'm helping my professor. You know, the teacher assistant thing. Mm-hmm. She had a class and it was talking about like how we grew up and how like you know the nature versus nurture thing. But also, do you feel?
Wait, what you mean?
So nature, like something being like the way you maneuver and your characteristics from your personality being, is it more so based off the nature of who you are or the nurturement that you got as you were growing up? So do you feel like, what do you think is more so for you, what you seen growing up or like what your parents may have taught you or did?
Both.
It's definitely both.
It's a good mixture of both.
Do you want to explain like some stuff or?
Okay, you explain yours and then I'll
okay.
Go. Like, I need to think of it.
Okay, so for me, when I was growing up, I'm from Detroit, and my dad used to let me play outside because it was like crazy going outside. So, and what he would tell me, they kind of went hand in hand. Like, he made me paranoid of the world. Like, keep your head on the swivel anywhere you go. Like, he put me on game everywhere we go. Mm-hmm. So now as I grow up, that's what I do. Like, I make sure my head is on every door, or I just make sure everybody cool, everybody safe. Right. But I know a lot of people, like, in my environment that ain't really doing much with themselves. And I didn't let that necessarily make me not do nothing. Instead I made it for, like, I want to do something. Yes, I don't want to be like them. I want to do more. So that's a part of me, but I feel like it's more so nurture than the nature because it turned me a different way. My nurture, how I was brought up, kind of affected me more because how my dad loved me, how he raised me, all of that showing everything that I do. He was an aggressive person. I am an aggressive person. I'm going to go hard. Like, don't quit as long as I give 100%. I got it. Like my mindset is there. So I feel like I'm more so nurture. I know it's both, but I feel like it's more nurture than it is
nature.
Yeah.
Dang. I don't know. For me, it's like I had to say more so nature, based off of like how I move or like how I am as a person though. But it's also it's both, but it's more nature though. Cause like my mom, she instilled a lot with me. Like I say, it's nurture when it comes to like females and stuff like that. Cause she always told me like, cause my dad would do her certain type of ways, and like she always tell me like, when you get a girl, don't do this and that, treat her like this, like how she wanted to be treated. So that's how I be thinking when like I have a girl or whatever. But nature though, like, cause my mom, she couldn't teach me like how to fight. She couldn't teach me like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I got that from like my big brothers, or like being outside, like getting jumped and all that other shit.
Damn.
See, yeah, it sound crazy, but like it's a good thing. Stuff like that happen. Like it ain't like no serious. Well, they did used to like really hit us, but like it wasn't like blush. It wasn't like random people jumping us. People like my big brother, his friends, all that other stuff. Like yeah.
But see, you know, you never really look like what you go through, and I feel like that's good. Like you said, it was necessary to whatever you had to learn or whatever it was. Not necessarily necessary, but like it played a big part, like you said, in who you are right now.
Facts.
So, dang, I hate that.
Nah, it's not. It's not nothing bad. It's
I
like
don't care. I hate it. I don't care. I hate it.
Why you hate it?
Cause you just said you got.
Yeah, like it sound bad, but like it was needed. Like, cause like I ain't gonna lie, I'm the second youngest. I got a little brother, so we both technically the babies. Like, I used to be the baby. Like, anytime I used to fall, get hurt, this and that, I used to cry to my mom. Like, I want to hang out with the big boys and stuff like that. I can't be crying, all that other stuff. So like, it helped. It gives you like tough skin.
Okay, you know, I just did a podcast on like men's mental health and talking about like just growing up having to have that tough skin and everything. Yeah. Do you feel like that was the most beneficial way to learn that?
Nah, cause when certain stuff happen, like you can still cry. Like, I ain't gonna lie, to a certain point, I'll probably say like when I was like 7, I ain't cry till I was probably like 13 when my friend had died, and like that was like a big span of time without crying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when certain stuff happen, like it's okay to let it out or something like that, cause you can still be tough, but like everybody got feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you human.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you feel about? Do you express your feelings, or do you kind of keep them like in?
It depends on
what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta be like something serious.
Nah, it ain't gotta be nothing serious. Like, if we cool and like you do something I don't like and I really don't like it, I'm gonna tell you like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I know sometimes guys tell me like they just, cause the last podcast my friend was saying you can't let people know when you doubting, or you can't let people know when you scared or something like that. What about stuff like that? Have you ever have doubts? Look at me trying to get deep.
Like, nah. Doubts about doubts? Like
about your brand maybe, or about school.
Facts. Like, I think that's a human thing though. Like, you gonna doubt yourself regardless every day, but like I get what he's saying. You can't let somebody know that. Like, I can't let somebody know my doubts with my brand. Like, I can't let another brand owner know I'm doubting myself with this, unless we really on that level where we both chopping up with each other, and I know he ain't finna use that against me. You know what I'm saying?
Try to take it to his advantage.
Yeah. But yeah, you it's straight to have. Well, I ain't gonna say it's straight, but you just gotta have faith in yourself, honestly.
So would that be what get you out of it, just knowing that you can do it? Like, what would get you out of just not being up on yourself, but just having those doubts in your back of your head?
I used to doubt myself a lot with certain stuff. So like, I had called my mom. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm keeping it, but I had broke down one day. Like, I just broke down. I was telling my mom. I just started crying out of nowhere. Like, because I had so much built up in me because I ain't let nobody know what was going on, and then she was just like, you can't bottle too much in, like you gonna spill out. I had spilled out, and then like she just told me like, just have faith in yourself, and like I don't know if you believe in God or not, but like
do believe in God.
So like God, you just gotta have faith in God and just know that He ain't gonna steer you wrong. And like every time I start to doubt myself, I just hear my mom's voice saying that, so I just tighten up. So yeah.
I absolutely love that. Yes, we believe in God here. Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I love that. Okay, good. That's good. Because most people don't have that. Some people just feel like they got to just keep it in. Like your mom said, you're going to explode and it's going to be bad. You're going to mess around. I didn't mess around and cry. I don't even know what's wrong.
Yeah, it's just... Because
it'd be so much you just held in it. And to me, sometimes it'd be like small stuff. Yeah. Like it'd be just a bunch of little bitty stuff. That add up. And I'm over here crying because my pencil broke. Yeah. Like, I'm over here writing something and the pencil broke and now I'm crying. Like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is something you want to leave with the listeners? Like a favorite quote. I like to do sometimes affirmations or just like quotes. I keep them on my wall.
Favorite quote?
Yeah. Or just something that somebody has told you. Like you said, your mom told you something, but something else.
Let me try to word it. If better is possible, good is not enough.
If better is possible, good is not enough.
Yeah.
I like that. Where you get that from?
My teacher in high school. I didn't really get it till... Yeah, I get it now though.
I like that. Mine is... I shouldn't have put this in my mouth. Hold on.
What is it?
A kiss. Anyway, mine is, I just heard this in a sermon on Sunday, since we're talking about God, is success starts with obedience, or success is obedience. So you know how sometimes like we measure success by like what we get out of it, or how many people acknowledge us, or how many views something got. I don't feel like it should determine if you're successful. I feel like if God told you that's what you're supposed to do, then that's the moment that you were successful.
Okay, yeah.
So when I was watching that, I didn't get to go to church last Sunday because I had community service. I was so mad. They keep scheduling these community service hours on Sunday, and I keep missing church. But I'm serving, so like, why not? But yeah, I had watched the sermon after the community service, and I don't know, that just really hit, because like I'm very humble. A lot of people say like I have a humbling spirit. I don't really brag too much, but like I just be feeling like when we think we did a lot, like in my head I didn't do enough. But when enough people tell me I did a lot, I feel happier. Like I'm feeling good because you told me. But like I shouldn't have to wait for you to tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if God told me to do it and I did it, that's where I should be happy at. That I was okay. That I was able to obey Him.
Right.
So that'll be mine. I have a lot more, but that's probably the one for today.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
You go to church?
Yes.
So, okay, how can I word this? Like, what's your standpoint on that? Like, with going to church and stuff like that. Do you think you gotta, you have to go to church to, like, worship God? Or
no. Okay. So, I don't even subscribe yet to a religion. Like, I'm not Christian
or nothing? Okay.
Yeah, because I recently just got back into going to church, because when I was a kid, I used to go all the time, Sunday school and everything. Mm-hmm. But as I got older, people stopped taking me, so I just didn't go. So my relationship with God was based on everybody else. And when I came to college, I started looking for Him more. And I recently just started reading the Bible over, and a lot of stuff that I didn't think I knew, I did know. So
what in the Bible?
Yes, like the stories in there, I know a lot of them. Like I'm trying to read it from cover to cover, but sometimes I end up just going to a different book inside the Bible and just reading something random. But I didn't know I was as familiar as I was with it. But I think religion is a very touchy topic for people. It's not for me though. I don't care to talk about it. But like other people be like, don't do too much. But I think religion is man-made. And I think to have a relationship with God or Christ or Jesus, Allah, whoever you praise, I feel like that's your personal relationship. You going to church does not justify who God sees you to be as long as you have that relationship.
Right.
As long as you read your Bible and do what He tell you to do, you're good. Now, some people only go to church. Some people go to church and don't do nothing else besides go to church. So like,
facts,
and are not good people. Like,
yeah.
So I don't want to. I'm learning that still to this day that I don't have to go as hard as other people. Like your relationship with God's gonna look different than somebody else's, and I was trying to mirror somebody else's relationship at a point, and it hurt me, like tore me up. And I'm talking about tore me up because I didn't feel like I was doing the right thing, or like because of somebody else's views and their beliefs and their interpretation of the Bible was different from mine. I felt like they were right over me, and I was just dumb and didn't know nothing.
I get what you're saying.
So like, it was bad for me. Like emotionally, it was like they be calling it like a spiritual battle or something. It was bad. Like I was really sad.
Feel like you were being too hard on yourself?
Yeah, I definitely was. And then until I got around people that actually praised God and went to church faithfully and read the word and everything, and they still live regular lives. I thought I had to be like
holy.
Like
not holy, but
like,
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like very, I don't even know the word.
It's not a word for it, but I know exactly what you mean.
Uptight, kind of, not doing nothing. Can't do nothing.
Enjoy yourself.
Exactly. And my thing is, I just want a lot of people to know that you can't go through life trying to tiptoe. Like, you're going to have to learn something. You can't not do this, not do that, not do this. You're going to have to mess up so you can learn. Like, you're not going to learn nothing if you don't do nothing. So, when I got around people, it was actually for New Year's. I went to church New Year's night with my dad, friend people. And we were sitting at the table. And we were sitting at the dinner room table when I went over to her house. And we was playing cards, listening to all type of music. I was thinking I couldn't listen to music no more. Like, I'm like, what? This is recent. Like, this is recent how this stuff been happening. So, like, we listen to music, having good conversations, intellectual conversations, goofy conversations about a bunch of stuff that I didn't think was appropriate because of someone else, how someone else praised the Lord. Yeah. So, just finding your niche. I think that's what it's called, your niche. I don't know.
With it.
But
makes sense.
Yeah,
I just had to ask because, like, I don't know. I just be liking to ask people that because me personally, I don't think you gotta go to church. Well, that's just me. I don't really believe in church to a certain extent.
You want to elaborate on why not?
Like with you, like how you said, like you used to go to church when you was little. I used to do that, but like I used to go to church, but my dad a Muslim, so like all that like Easter speeches, Christmas, all that other stuff. One, my mom already knew I wasn't that kid to get up there and talk and do all that, so I wasn't doing that regardless. But like my dad wouldn't let me do that. He just let me go with my mom, and then what happened? Something happened with the church. Like basically, I was too young to really process what happened, but basically like the deacons, all that stuff, they were stealing money. They were damn near like finna kill the pastor, like all that other stuff. So like you could go to church and it still be filled up with
all that evil. And that's what I be talking about. Like that's why I say it's not necessary unless you find you a good church, or you just not even go and get too attached to it. Because stuff like that. My dad dipped and dabbled in different religions. So he went to the mosque for a while. He tapped into like I think Buddhism for a minute too. Like he dipped and dabbled. And I said I wanted to tap into the Muslim religion just to see what it is. I like to be educated, so I just want to see like.
I feel like all those other religions is like, it's a lot like with Islam. You really gotta do what you're supposed to do, because like when it come around Ramadan time, if you ain't prepare your body all year, you'll be sick.
See, when I tell people, and I know this is like the common thing, everybody know that Muslims don't eat pork. But when I tell them I don't eat pork, they just assume like, you Muslim? I'm like, no, because when my dad was practicing it was around the time I was born, so he never ate it. But I definitely would want to I think that is what I do want to do. Just dip and dabble in different religions and see what they do, because it's all pretty much the same thing to me. I feel like it's the same story, just a different outlook or different interpretation.
I think it's the same because like it's only one God. It's just different ways to worship or praise Him.
Yes, because I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think with Islam they believe Jesus isn't the only prophet.
Yeah. Not well. I don't know too much. I don't know. I know.
I think that's what it is though, because I think I read that.
I know a little bit about Muslim, like Islam stuff. I know how to like greet people and all that other stuff. Like I know certain stuff, but I ain't really get too much into it. But I don't know.
I would look into it. I definitely would. On some free time if I ever get it. I don't never get no free time. Goodness. Okay. Well, I just want to thank you so much for coming onto the podcast.
Thank you for
anything you want to touch on before we wrap it up? Any questions I should have told you before, sorry, that you could ask me questions too.
Some questions.
But you don't have to, but
okay. Boom. Coming from someone who's shadowing you, what do you think is like, because you graduated this semester, right? What do you think is something like being a leader of organizations? What do you think? Like, give me like 3 tips you would leave with me.
Okay. For one, you have to separate your personal life, and that goes for opinions, reactions, and sometimes morals. Not all the time. You have to separate that from your business. And like we tell y'all gotta just maneuver as leaders. If you was gonna pop off with somebody over here, you can't pop off with them when it's business time.
Right.
And just understand, you have to really be open-minded to people that aren't you. People are not going to do business like you. And if you do business with your friends, this is number 2. If you do business with your friends, it's going to be hard. When I tell you we argue every day,
trust me, I know.
Like, it gets bad, but you have to realize it's either, is it worth your friendship? So even if y'all not in the same organization, you're going to see people true colors when you're working with them, and how their work ethic is and how their business life is. So just be mindful of that, because everybody isn't going to be as efficient as you. If you are the one that's not efficient, ask for help, or just be real with yourself. Do I need to be in this position? Can I fulfill this position? Can I do what needs to be done? If you can't, I would not ever tell you to give up, but just ask somebody for help and be like, what can I do better? Or what helped you in this situation? Always ask for help. Number 3. Stay organized. That'll help you be efficient. Stay organized. What I do, my phone is recording, but like what I do, I have like the little reminders app, and every time something happens, I put it, or I gotta do something, I put it in my reminders, and then like you can set it to where, like, if I say remind them about the photo shoot on Friday, I can put on Friday, and it'll remind me on Friday.
Right.
And or if I do on Friday at 5 p.m., it'll remind me on Friday at 5 p.m. Yeah. So just utilize the little apps and stuff on your phone to stay organized. I got one more.
That's straight.
But like you said before, you can't be everybody's friend. You gotta learn how they can be people friend. I can't be everybody's friend. But that's just how I am. I'm very nice though. Like, I'm very nice and huggy, and I'm cool. I try to make sure everybody feel comfortable. But when it's time for actual business, you have to realize I'm an authoritative figure. I don't care if we the same age. I don't care if you're older than me. It's a reason I'm on e-board and you're not. So,
facts though.
So you gotta like, don't get too big headed about it, but definitely understand that that's what it is, and you can't. If you want to show favoritism, I'm in favor of abusing power sometimes, not excessively.
What you mean?
Like, if I say I want to do something, I'm gonna do it, but that's because I can. But that's because I have.
yeah.
That's because I have in my heart, I know ethically what's right and wrong.
Right.
And my morals, I would never do something to belittle nobody. I would never do something to intentionally hurt somebody. But like, if I say I'm gonna be late and I tell y'all to send emails because y'all gonna be late, and I don't send an email, I can do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm on e-board.
And you're in a different position.
I'm in a mind your business, mind your regular member business. I'm on e-board. So that's what I mean by abuse power. I don't mean nothing too crazy, but like little stuff like that, you have a little leeway. Like, okay, dues is due. All right, I'm gonna pay my dues next week. They pay their dues this week. I'm gonna pay mine next week because I got bills. But I mean, that's still the same thing because if y'all would have came, I can't pay it. I want to pay late. As long as you communicate it, I don't care because I do the same thing. So that'll be it. It's probably more advice I could give, but that's off the top of my head. Be real. Be respectful.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to balance the two.
What, being real and respectful?
Yeah. I told you I was raised aggressively, so certain stuff I be wanting to say, they be, Money, no, you can't. You gotta say it different. Like, you got to.
I don't know. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say.
We'll talk. But like, yeah, you gotta just be respectful. I'm learning that because I even asked my dad, like, we had Ibra had got into it a little bit, and I could talk about it because we didn't resolve it, but because of something I said, but I thought I was speaking as a friend, and I guess it wasn't the time to speak as a friend, and I got really mad because I felt like I was just vocalizing how I felt about something. And it could have been a little mean. It was a little mean. But I didn't say it to the person. Like, I said it to y'all. Y'all my friends. So, like, what do you mean? But it could have been said a different way. I could have said, I don't like it. Instead of, that was bullshit. I said something was bullshit. But apparently, like, you know, when you're in a business standpoint.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You have to understand. Like, that's why we say that to y'all so much. Is because I want to treat this stuff like, yes, we're in school and we don't think it's as serious, but like people outside of school are doing the same thing. My dad just called me about getting his 544, something like that for his nonprofit, and I'm on the thing for it, and it's like the same stuff that I'm on the board for it, and the same stuff that he's telling me that he has to do to get registered for the nonprofit is the same stuff we do for organizations here at campus.
Yeah, it's preparing you for
literally.
Yeah.
So, having that experience and having these e-board positions, it really gives you an inside look on how to do other things in the real world, even though we're in the real world right now, but you get what I'm saying, like, outside of here. And I feel like we belittle it to where it's like, oh, it's just school, I'm supposed to do this. Or it's just school, it's not going to be that serious, but a year or two later when you graduate, you're doing the same thing. It's all the same. Yeah. It's all literally the same thing. Because once he told me the stuff he going through for that, I'm like, I literally do that every day. Like, it's cool though. That's what's up, Dad. But like, I do this every day. Come on. Like, you getting e-board positions. You're putting together bylaws. You're putting together a constitution. You're putting together an agenda. Like, we do that stuff in school for e-board, for organizations. So, it's all the same. Yep. You got any more questions for me?
Nah, I can't think of it. Nah.
Okay. So, like I said, thank you so much for coming on. And make sure y'all drop y'all mental health checks in the comment section below. Make sure y'all follow me, Hamid, and make sure y'all follow his brand page. I'm gonna tag both of them in the post, so y'all can go ahead and follow him and shop the brand. Yeah. Cause it's heat.
Yeah.
Come on now. Don't buy all them pants up though, cause I want some. I gotta give you some pants. I gotta give you some of them pants, dog. But all right, y'all. Bye, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Wait. One more thing. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Right Number Podcast.